Hi there, how are you doing? I hope you've been keeping well since the last time. I hope your families and your loved ones are well and safe. Thank you so much for finding the time once again to join me in this new episode. Thank you for those who have been working with me from the beginning, my subscribers, and anybody just who's watching me. I really appreciate you. If you're joining me today for the first time, welcome to my channel. My name is Millicent Oloo. In this channel, we talk about women, inspiring women to address their insecurities. We inspire women to grow and just conquer the obstacles that come their way. So I hope you find something worthwhile in this channel. I hope by the time you leave, you really feel inspired and encouraged to go and conquer your dreams. In today's episode, I'm talking about doubt, self-doubt. And I really endeavor to just share with you things, insights to inspire you, some which I have gone through. And on that note, I want to start with an experience I had. So when I was getting ready to prepare this episode, I had a different hairstyle from the previous episodes, as you will see if you go through my previous videos. So I undid my hair and I didn't have time to fix or to make something different or something that I really wanted. So I ended up with this hairstyle, as you can see. By the way, please comment, let me know how you see it. So when I was looking at myself in the mirror, I was wondering, I don't know, is this hairstyle, I don't know, good enough? Will people take me seriously? And so I really spent a bit of time debating whether I should record this video with this hairstyle. But then I reminded myself actually what this channel is about. And it's about addressing our insecurities. It's about those moments when you feel we don't measure up and we hold back. So I said, no, I'm not holding back. I think it's presentable. I think it's good. And I will go ahead and record, and here we are. So in addressing today's episode about self-doubt, first of all, I want you to know that the moment, my beautiful ladies, you're having self-doubt, that is not necessarily a bad thing. It's a pointer. It's a pointer that you're onto something good, you're onto something great, and a decision needs to be made. So I'm going to talk about some of the issues that hold us back in terms of self-doubt and how to address that. And before we even move on to that first point, let me ask you, who is your number one cheerleader? And two, who is your greatest enemy? Think about those two questions. So self-doubt presents itself in many ways. One, imposter syndrome. My beautiful lady, you're where you are for a reason. You probably have the relevant qualification, you have the experience, you have worked so hard. But sometimes it's just so hard for us to accept, to accept the success, to accept the achievements that we have so far. So people can compliment you, people can encourage you and tell you they're so proud of you. But then when you receive this kind of compliments, you feel like you're being exposed, you feel you're not good enough, you feel like they're going to discover something wrong with you. And so you are always working harder and harder because for you still feel, no, I'm not there, I'm not good enough. But beautiful ladies, it is important to take note of our effort. You've put in the hard work at school, and that's why you have the degree that you have. That's why you have the position that you have. You have put an effort into it. So don't hold back, don't be shy. And when you get those compliments, accept them. Because the moment we hold back, then you're always questioning. When people are commending you and congratulating you for your achievements, you're holding back, and you're not so sure about who you are. You even doubt your own expertise. Don't do that to yourself. Go out there, and remember in the previous episode we were talking about that fear, fear of failure, fear that people will see you. Hey, conquer, go outside there and on the praises, on the achievement, on the success. Now, self-doubt also creeps in when we start comparing ourselves to others. Sometimes you look at what either your peers or some people that you look up to, you look at what they've achieved and it scares you because you're comparing with where you are, and you imagine, how on earth can I even get there? Or how on earth did they even achieve it? So you feel intimidated. And when you feel intimidated, self-doubt creeps in. So my beautiful ladies, don't compare yourself to other people, and don't feel intimidated by other people's success. I always tell you that everyone is on a journey. Everyone has their different paths. So if your peers are at a certain level, let that not intimidate you. Don't base that and now start, questioning yourself and your abilities and your progress. No. You have your own path. Keep at it. Thinking style. And yeah, I know by now you can predict in every episode. I mean, in fact, if I don't talk about being positive in any episode, please remind me, because that is how we are supposed to thrive, with positivity. I mean, in this channel, there's no time for negativity. So thinking style can actually make your self-doubt become worse. Negative thinking styles. I mean, if you're constantly thinking about how things can go wrong, if you're constantly thinking about, how you did not perform well, if you're constantly just being negative about, experiences and things in your life, then, how else will you be positive? You will always be in self-doubt, and you will not believe in yourself. You will always doubt your abilities. You will always doubt any effort you put in. You don't think it's going to bear fruit. You will basically doubt every hard work that you're putting into anything. Your thinking style can have an impact in terms of the quality of life you live. So if you dwell so much on the negativity, then self-doubt is going to cripple in. You're actually, breeding ground for self-doubt to thrive. So be positive, my beautiful ladies, and look out for the things that are working out. Look out for the things that are going well. Now, self-doubt can also grow when we are constantly around people who are negative, when we are around people who don't motivate us. I encourage you, beautiful ladies, to evaluate the people you surround yourself with. Don't stay around people who make you second guess all the time. You want to do something and, they're always telling you, I don't know, are you sure? They're never encouraging you. They're always just planting seeds of doubt in your mind. These are not the people you want to be around. You really have to be selective. Don't stay around people who make you second guess yourself. People who are not helping you make a decision, they're just making it difficult. And these are people who don't believe in your abilities, and you can tell. You can tell. Sometimes we know that these people around us who just give us negative vibe, people who are, they're not outrightly discouraging you, but they plant so much, so many seeds of doubt in your mind that you never get started. You feel stuck. So don't stay around such people. You'd rather have, 2 or 3 people around you, but people really who motivate you. And I'm not saying you just stay around people who are just all praises. No, we are talking about people who challenge you, but in a meaningful way. They challenge you, they give you feedback, but they also help you in terms of thinking through ideas and coming to a decision, okay? So stay around people who understand you, people who understand where you're headed, and people who have your best interest. If you sense a bit of negativity, a bit of negative energy, please just shut the door. Remember I told you, learn to give to yourself the gift of goodbye. Yeah, it's okay to just tell some people goodbye if they're not adding value to your life, if they're not encouraging you, if they're not giving you the kind of energy you need to grow. When we started the episode, I asked you two questions. Who is your number one cheerleader? You need to be your number one cheerleader. You have to start with you. Do you believe in yourself? Do you think you're good enough? Do you think you have what it takes? You know, are you hungry for your dreams and ambitions? Are you working at it? Are you willing to put in the work? Do you encourage and motivate yourself? One way to conquer self-doubt is to be your number one cheerleader. I know these are two internal forces, you know, one voice inside of you that is telling you, no, you cannot do it. But then there's that other voice that tells you you can do it. And that is the cheerleader in you. My beautiful ladies, I want you to nurture that. You know, sometimes you just have to be the one who, you know, taps yourself at the back. You have to be the one who, you know, cheers yourself to move on, because it's not all the time that there will be someone there, not even your spouse, not even your boyfriend or any significant other. It's not all the time that they are available or they even have the energy to keep cheering you on. Yeah? So you have to find the cheerleader in you and nurture that cheerleader to conquer the self-doubt that is coming from within, so that the cheerleader grows and that you don't need approval, you don't need validation from elsewhere to conquer your dreams. You don't need validation from anywhere to come and, you know, achieve the things you need to achieve. You know, when I started, I was telling you the story about my hair. And I mean, I literally talked to myself. And I'm just telling you this to let you understand that we have to be our own best friends. We have to talk ourselves so that we can talk ourselves out of some of those moments when we are really in doubt. So feed the cheerleader in you, nurture the cheerleader in you, and don't give room for self-doubt. You see, self-doubt is an opportunity that presents itself for a decision to be made. You understand? So it's a decision about, are you going to move forward or are you going to linger in that space for long? So don't stay too long, you know, being indecisive. When self-doubt creeps in, fine, take the moment to weigh the, you know, negative consequences and the positive outcomes, but don't linger in that state for too long. Make a decision. Make a decision so that you already act on something, so that you're already moving on and making steps towards growth or steps towards progress. And so, my beautiful lady, that's it for today about self-doubt. And I cannot finish this episode without inviting you and just encouraging you to talk to God. God knows us. He knows our struggles. He knows our challenges. So whenever these feelings of self-doubt are creeping in, talk to God and He will guide you. I hope you found something helpful. I hope you found something helpful in today's episode. I don't know today what are some of the doubts that are crippling your mind. What are you second guessing, whether at work or at home? Well, if it's about that hairstyle, hey, just make sure you look neat. That's the most important thing. And show up, share your smile with the world, and just conquer. I want to thank you so much for joining me in today's episode. I release videos every Sunday at 3 p.m. East African time. I look forward to seeing you next Sunday at 3 p.m. East African time. And if you also haven't watched my other videos, please get some time and go through some of the videos that I've already released. Give me your feedback, comments. Also let me know what other topics or what other issues would you like to see me address. I'm here to ensure that as women we continue growing and conquering our insecurities. So let me know what you'd like to see me talking about. I'll be happy to look into that and share with you. I want to wish you a beautiful week ahead. May God bless you.